Hey, it's Green Lion Girl, and I was going to post this last night, but as most of you should be aware, Stanley did pass away, and I didn't want my disdain for what's been going on to really overshadow it, at least on my channel, because although I am more of a DC fan, you know, Stanley was a master storyteller and creator, and the way they have been portraying him on Twitter, the people that are doing that, trying to drag his name through the mud after he just died, that has been something that's been getting on my nerves. And if you know me personally, you know that disrespecting the dead is the easiest and most effective way to get on my bad side. Especially to the Marvel crew that he put the woodwork in to a company that would eventually hire them. Even though they have apparently not been doing that great. And the reason I say that is their books are not selling as well. It's why we have Comicsgate going on. And I gotta say, to the comic fans that are involved in that, you know, my heart goes out to you guys, and I hope you guys, and I know you guys will win. You guys deserve to win. But yeah, I didn't want this to overshadow that. So what I'm about to say, you can probably already guess. I decided well, after all the it's not for you, it's only men hate this design because they can't feel a little something something. I am not going to watch or review the new She-Ra. Beyond the clips that I've seen and the stills. If anything, those clips and stills alone have shown me not only is it not for me, it is an awful reboot of a property that I love. And yeah, and I have already seen some reviews for it. Because curiosity has gotten the best of me, and I did go to Rotten Tomatoes. No surprise, the critics, they love it. But you know what they loved? Ghostbusters. They loved The Last Jedi. Fans, not so much. Or at least real fans. But that will be another story altogether. And, you know, had a member of the crew come out and say, well, we're not supporting this narrative, it's probably not true, which it's not. But, you know, we never got that. And at this point in time, it is too late. It's already on Netflix. And, well, now it gets to be judged. And the reason I'm not going to watch it is, you know, in addition to all the, it's not for you, only men hate it. You know, they seem to have forgotten that, yeah, the original was for kids. And the whole reason the original was created was Mattel found out that there were girls watching He-Man. I know, sounds crazy. But yeah, they found out that girls liked watching action shows. Oh, kind of neat. Yeah. So they created this character to give them a female role model. And I mean, eminently cash in on that fan base, but that is a whole nother story altogether. You forget a lot of the 80s cartoon shows. Yeah, they were 30-minute toy commercials. That didn't make them bad, however, because most of them were actually really good. That's the reason why most of them have been rebooted, and the originals have been re-released on DVD and even Blu-ray, because people still love their 80s. They still love those cartoons. And there's nothing wrong with that. So some of you are wondering, well, okay, that makes sense, but why aren't you going to watch it? Like I said, Netflix will normally wait a month to decide on whether or not to approve a second season. And yes, I have heard that they are going to have a second season, but I've also heard the rumor that it's not really going to be a second season, it's just going to be the second half of the first season. So we get to take that with a grain of salt. And, you know, if the show doesn't get enough views, or it gets really bad ratings, then their season 2 will probably be canceled. Hey, there's even a possibility that the new version may not even get the second half of its season up. Yeah, I realize that's wishful thinking, and that's kind of sad. But I said those reviews have got me mad. Well, not the reviews, but the it is hard for me to talk about this because I really do love the original She-Ra. I don't like how the property was treated in the clips I've seen. And while some of you are saying, well, it's just a cartoon, you know, it is a property I loved as a kid, and I wouldn't be complaining if I didn't care. If that makes any sense. So anyway, I realize I've not done any reviews on this channel, and you know, that is something I may do in the future, depending on if there is interest in it and whether or not I get a Patreon. And the reason I'm saying I'm going to wait for that is new games are expensive. I mean, I've got Kingdom Hearts 3 on pre-order. And I probably will put the Final Fantasy VII Remake on pre-order, as long as it is not well, at least as long as it's not on PlayStation 5, because and then eventually I probably will get it. It just will have to wait until I get a PlayStation 5. So, am I nuts for deciding not to watch this thing that's based on something I loved to watch as a kid? Or am I just being stubborn? Or am I within my rights and new She-Ra looks awful? you know, feel free to tell me in the comments, and, you know, in a little bit I'm going to try to get you a couple new Kingdom Hearts videos tonight, and possibly one tomorrow morning. Like I said, I want to be done with Kingdom Hearts 1 by the end of the month, and working on Kingdom Hearts 2, well, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, and then go on to Kingdom Hearts 2, and be working on Final Fantasy 15 in February. And that is a tentative schedule right now. Because I really do want to try to get through, at least get Dream Drop Distance somewhere in there before Kingdom Hearts 3 drops. So, you know, tell me in the comments what you think. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you've not done so already.